Okay, so I'm working on this new idea of a harmonic oscillator to create um, perpetual motion because, I love saying the word perpetual motion because I know every scientist on the planet's panties just got into a bunch. So, but what we're going to call perpetual motion is something that moves perpetually and is pretty much unstoppable. So we're going to leave this contraption alone for right now. Right, don't even worry about this doesn't exist. Don't worry about what it does. We're going to go way, way over. So let's see, how do we start this? Okay, so perpetual motion. So how do we want to do this shite? Okay, so our gravity's on. We don't really care about wind. Turn it off, but whatever. So just to prove that it's not the wind creating the issue. So we're going to draw. Blop. Let it hit the ground. You know what? Let's not go so fast. But okay. So that's settled on the ground. We know that's flat and flush. And now we're going to take these. Let's just draw a frame. If you know what? Let's draw a taller frame. Okay. Then we're going to drag this up here. And so it's the same height. Doesn't really matter. Oh, Control Z. I don't know why I'm trying to be so precise. It doesn't really matter. This is a box, people. So I think you just hit add. Boom. And that's, no. How do you do this? Combine shapes. Add. There we go. Combine shapes. And add. Lovely, lovely, lovely. We now have a box. Okay, make sure it's, oh, undo. Oh, we have a bunch of crap here too. Dung. Okay. Now, it's a box. It's a bouncing baby box. Okay, box. So, we want to make perpetual motion, which is impossible, right? So, I know it's impossible. You know it's impossible. So, we're just not even going to pretend that it's possible. We're just going to do it. How's that? How about we just do it? Instead of just pretending that we know what it is, we're just going to do it. So it has a thingy-jiggy, and we want to put a nice big, just put a weight. And again, I'm not going to build it the same way I did the last time because I would have to remember that far. And let's just take this up here and put this here, and then, okay. 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 Boom. So now we want to pull that off the ground a little bit. Make it harder. Sorry. There we go. Swingy, swingy. There we go. Okay. So now you see that that's just vibrating. That was just from me moving it. I moved. Watch, I'm going to grab it again. All right, and I'm just going to move it. See? And you see it's just going to rock back and forth. Right? This is not magic. Right? And it'll eventually stop. See, watch. If I do this and I go into springs and I damp the shit out of it, right? That will eventually settle down. Eventually. It takes a while. Oh, damping. Okay. Ah, that's right. This is what is known as an electronic circuit as something called an oscillator. If you hook, I forget what it is, it's like a resistor up to a capacitor. Um, you get an oscillator. So that, folks, is something called an oscillator. Um, that kind of moves perpetually. I mean, it does. It really, really kind of does. Um, uh, but we'll go from there. So everybody kind of knows that's not unusual. So we're gonna hit pause. Um, and the next thing we're gonna do is create another. We're gonna create another oscillator, and we're gonna just hang this thing here. Whoop, right? And this one, I want it to be hanging on a chain. That's the sound of the moon. Whoa, not what we wanted. Oh, okay. So we want to make this slightly bigger because that's too small. Okay. So, time to make things bigger. Do that by like that. Good. Much gooder. There we go. Now we got those just a swinging. But you see, that's an oscillator, but we're not going to use that one. Okay, what is this giant polygon? Okay. So, now let's take this out of the mix. Boom, hits the ground. That one's good. So now we want this to be an oscillator again. So we just drop it down. Maybe drop a little bit of the damping. There we go. Okay, and then, okay. So get that out of the way. Let's bring this up a little bit. Let's play with this one for just a hair. So I want to make this kind of a point. I want to make a point. Plot that. Okay, put this into here, add it. Add. Delete. Okay, and now we have a point. And now I want to take these and I want to ease on down, ease on down, ease on down. I'm going so fast, I'm going way too fast. So, just to where it's barely touching. Huh. Okay, no damping. Okay. Good. Okay, so you see we have an oscillator. Okay, not doing great, but we're not there yet. So, now we want to take the ball and take the ball up here and hold it like this. And put the chain back on here. Ooh. Okay. Okay. So, now we have two isolators. Hold on, I'm going to have to. Alright. So that's been oscillating for a minute. Let's see if we can't speed it up. Okay. So you see how this one's not really ever going to slow down either. Yeah, maybe it will. You're getting a little bit of oscillation, right? It's just because, you're getting a little bit of a. Are we even touching here? No, this is stopped. Okay, so everybody's stopped. All right, good. Okay. So, what happens if we couple these? So, I want a very loosey goose. So we're going to go from the center. of this one and go to the center of this one. And then we're going to make it really, 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 really weak. And should we put damping? All right. So now, let's see what happens. Nothing. Okay, good, 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 good. So now we want to attach this to here. There we go. Let's see. No, let's take this. Damping, and let's pull it closer. See if we can't put some friction on there. Okay, good. All right. Good, 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 good. Okay, so now we have a spring-loaded trap right there. That's good. I like that. I like that a lot. Let's pause this because we don't want that to go anywhere. We want that to be right there. And so we're going to build it and add it. Find shapes, add, and delete. So that can't go anywhere. There we go. So now we have a hair trigger. So let's just see what happens. That was stupid. Good. Good, 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 good. Okay, good. Good, 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 good. Okay, so now we want to do these, and we want to put some counterbalance to it on here, and combine shapes, and add, and delete. And whoa, 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 whoa. Undo. Say it ain't so. One strength. Bring that sucker in. Okay, so we gotta lose some weight there. You know what? Let's do this. Let's anchor this thing down. One going. Okay, and let's get rid of all the oomph and all the oomph. Okay. Bring it in. Swing! Sorry. Okay, and now we want to create another, I don't know. Okay, and put a little bit of weight on there. Good. Okay, good. Good. Now we have our movement. Let's bring that down to the ground a little bit, shall we? Create another ball. And connect them like so. Oh. Okay. Pause that. Let's create another ball. Take this over here. And subtract and then delete. So now we got a hole in that ball. Interesting. Let's go up to 1,000. Okay. Good. Okay. And let's say we want to do these. Set that on top of the ball. Too far. Coverage too far. Well, let's try this. Okay. Create another one. And then put it the same height. And let's go. Okay. Let's see. Maybe. Make this move a little bit better. A little bit more. Yeah, there we go. That sucker. So we can shorten it. You can pull that thing off the ground. Okay. I think that might be too much. Okay. Well, let's see if we can't weight this sucker down. Okay. And oh yeah. Level that sucker out. Okay. So now we know that all of that tension is right in that sucker right there. So let's tilt that back a little bit more. Back a little bit more. There we go, there we go. Okay. Good. I love this crazy shit. So now we go and we put, pause. I'm going to put a little bit of a section on here. Yeah. delete, and whoa. Material. Make it heavy, 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 heavy. There we go. Huh. So now what we want to do is create a place like these, and do add and delete, and see if that works. It does. Okay, and now let's with I think that's supposed to fly. Oh, that's because you need wind. Dirt. Helium in a vacuum. Okay. Now I don't really know why I'm doing this either. I'm just experimenting. Huh. I wonder. Wonder. All right. So let's make this wood. Ooh, why is that changing things? Let's make this heavier. All right. let's let's just stop this because that's just stupid. All right. So velocity is everybody freeze frame. What's happening here? All right. Let's get rid of some of this helium because that's just gonna freak everybody out. Oh no, delete. Make everybody not like me. All right. So that was just mean. All right. Boom, boom, boom. That should. Okay. Oh wait, you know what? Let me go back to let me put this back to being heavier. So make it steel. There we go. There we go. Now we're not going anywhere, are we? No. Let's see if we change the material and ooh, goodbye. So you see it has directionality. Goodbye. Alright, and so what about friction? What if we add friction? infinite friction. It's still, whoa, it's still moving with infinite friction. Isn't that cool? But, there's no such, well, infinite friction is just stopped. All right, so, well, you know what? Let's slow it down a little bit. Maybe it's just because it's moving too fast. There we go. That's normal speed. Okay, so let's try to stop it because that's what we do. We stop it with velocities. Boom. Everybody stop. Freeze frame. Freeze. Well, is the program broken? Let's see. Let's go down to 0, 0, 0. Let's just, we are damn near stopped. And now let's cause a stop. Okay. Stop. 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 Well, see, the problem is you got these tensions in the springs, and so you gotta. Okay, so you see the oscillations, do you? Let's slow it down even more. Can we go even slower? Let's go to 0.0. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So let's see the forces. What is happening here? All right, so we want to look at the forces that we want to see are gravity, we don't care about, spring for sure, friction for sure. We don't care about air buoyancy, but thrusters, chain, air friction. Turn that off. We know helium floats. Traction, axle, normal. Chain, friction, and spring, velocities. Okay. So, what is happening here? Because what it is isn't exactly clear. I'm sorry. Okay, fit. All right, so where did we start? We started with this nonsense floating back and forth, right? Remember, this thing was just, it's barely touching. So this kind of just floating here, and this is going to kind of just rock back and forth. Now, it's tied to this system over here too, remember? So we have a slight tether, right? And if we look again and we look at the right, there's not a this is just it's just touching it. It's just saying, "Hey, I'm here." So there's, it's just kind of holding in place. So there is some translation between these two units. Um, uh, but let's see. I guess I don't. Angular isn't really going to help. Again, I guess angular is kind of a thing here. So, sort of, nothing's spinning around, but you are getting, sort of torques, which you might see that. So you can see that you're getting a torque. Yeah, actually, you can kind of see it go back and forth. Boom. Right? Watch this here. You see how it's torquing? It's showing you you're getting these, these. So yeah, I guess that was good. Um, so this is connected here. This has a nice strong connection. So this is what's holding it here. But this chain creates a waveform, right? It says it's 90 degrees, but it's not exactly because this is pulling it. Well, maybe it is from here, but like we know it's not 90 degrees here. And so you're getting this weird transfer of force there. Um, and then, so as this is rocking back and forth, you get this bizarre setup, right? Which you're like, oh, what is this guy doing? This is just nuts, right? But you can see it's unbalanced. And so the spring is trying to pull this thing up, right? So you can see it's just hopping on the ground there. Boop, jumps up a little bit, right? As things are so as this thing is just jerking back and forth, this is hopping back and forth, right? And the lighter this is, you're gonna see these tiny little hops. Watch, right? And that's just a drift. So if you've ever heard of something called the Stokes drift, it's in water, and you know, um, you kind of just drift out of your. There it is. See, watch. So you just drift out of your, where you're at, and there didn't seem to be any explanation for it. Well, it's this. It's because you're getting these tiny little asymmetrical forces that aren't. It's this thing isn't flying. It's not. You don't. This doesn't need helium. Watch. Let's get rid of the helium. I don't. You know. Let's see. Control Z. Get rid of the helium. Boom. 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 If you select them all, it works, but you gotta be careful. So we're gonna get rid. It's not. We're not flying with 3 balls of helium. I promise you. Um. Come on. Although I have never thought of about what helium would be like in a vacuum. Um, and that's cool and that does make sense. It just I hadn't really considered. If you turn off air, helium don't float. Um, well, it does. It's just there's nothing to float on. Okay, so we're freezing everybody. Everybody's completely frozen. We're good, right? All right. So, ship. Okay. Why? Why is that? Now, here, we can stop this. I'm going to take it just a big piece of thing, right? And we're just going to lay it right on top here. Well, maybe not. That's probably going to make it worse. Like you can't, there's just no way, there's no way to stop this. This is perpetual motion, my people, right? I mean, you can argue with it all you want. You can say it's not. You can say eventually it'll stop. See, watch. That's eventually gonna that's gonna just hop right off there. Oh, this is gonna be chaos. All right, here it comes. The end of the world as we know it. And I don't care. Oh, look. That's awesome. Now we're definitely gonna stop. Maybe not. I think it's just gonna make it worse. You just got more mass. Here, let's put a big old mass on top of here. Let's really stop this sucker. All right. Gadoosh. Oh, wait. We don't want to kill it. All right. So a little bit of an impact's fine. There we go. So now it's stopped. Fit arrows to screen. Okay. So now it's stopped. Let's turn. That is crazy. I don't want to see all that stuff. Okay, good. So now it's stopped moving, right? This is not going anywhere. I mean, all of this. I mean, why is it still going? Kadushi. Isn't that awesome? So, well, that looks like it might fall off. So let's make sure that this cannot fall off. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make sure that this can't fall off. So I'm going to take this here and douche, and then I'm going to take this and go skadoosh and skadoosh and skadoosh. There we go. Can't fall off now. And hold on a second. You know what? Let's have a little bit of, let's smack the crap out of that thing. All right, since it's swinging. Little Charlotte, she's pretty as you. Add. Putting penises on battery. What? Okay. Is that gonna swing and hit that? No, let's make it a little longer. Okay. Add and delete and start. Okay. We're gonna stop this real fast though, because clearly this freeze. Okay, there. We're not going anywhere. All right. Well, let's add a little bit more mass onto this thing. Actually, let's make two of these, shall we? Let's just see. Boom. Okay. Now let's connect them up with a spring. Good. And let's see if we can't. What can we do here? Let's pause for the cause. Take a big old thing here. And let's add a little bit of sunshine. Boom, 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 boom. That's not gonna work. Uh, there we go. That worked. Good. And now let's go raw. Put a big old box on here and add that onto here. And add, and that's just going to crush it. We know, going to smash it. Okay, so we want to lighten that up a little bit. There we go. We want to increase the springs, really hold that stuff up. Right. Really hold that up. All right. Springs. Really hold it. There we go. We ain't playing now. We got some springage. All right, nice and strong. No goofing around. Springing into action. Nice and strong. Feel good about that. All right. All right, good. Good. Okay. So now, let's pause for the cause and see if we can't put, you know what, let's put a piece of wood on here. Yeah, since it's wood, let's stretch this out. Good. And glue together. Okay, good. So now we want to go with okay. Oh, don't do that. We don't want that craziness going on. Okay. And a bit of chain. Okay. Okay. Well, let's do the same thing over here. So that way they don't get all stupid. There we go. And then chain, 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 and chain. Destruction and death. Sorry. Probably should pay more attention to what I'm doing. So, right there, there, right there, and right there. Okay, missed one. See, you gotta pay attention to what I'm doing, because I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. Delete, and we want to start with here and connect there. Cool. Cool. Now let's stop everything because, obviously, when things just pop into existence. Freeze frame. The reason it's not stopping is because there's compression going on. So this spring here is still compressed, and so it's releasing the compression. So I'm not. Can I get rid of all the compression? Like, is there some way just to completely stop? Uh, 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 uh. Boop, 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 boop. So I'm cheating somehow, right? Oh, wait. Pause for that cause, because we don't want you. Oh, you know what? That's not. Oh, is that broken? Oh, it's broken. It's destroyed. This whole thing's just a ruined piece of shit now. That's all right. It's still got. That's just awesome. Like what a lumbering Hulk. Let's see here. There you go, guys. So let's ask AI what it thinks about the Kool-Aid Man. Hey, Kool-Aid. Hey, Kool-Aid. See what it says. I mean, I guess I could make it talk. Yeah, Kool-Aid. See if it talks. Oh, wait. I got my speakers right. Hang on. Output speakers, yeah. Okay. Can you read that out loud? I don't freaking know.
I'm not.
All right, we're not going to deal with that because it's just going to freak me out. But anyway, um, so the Muggles are watching on my YouTube. So don't tell them any of my world domination plans. And I'm not kidding. So, um, but is this a real device? Um, is the physics correct? And yes, there's typo, I don't care. Correct. Says, I prefer this response. Right? Yes. Uh, Come on. It's no. It's saying no, it can't. Oh, come on, you son of a bitch. Anyway, let's go back to it. Come on. Come on, AI. Let's go. Let's go. Let's wow them. Anyway. But, so let's go back to this because clearly my AI is broken. So this thing is still wobbling. Let's see what it does. Okay, so remember when we started, I had that weird contraption? It was somewhere over here. What's it doing? Look at this stupid thing. All right, so same thing, right? I started with this, um, you know, uh, going back and forth, no big deal. This one's a little heavier. So these are just differences in different masses. So this one's really heavy, it's pulling this down. This one's really light. This one's like Mama Bear. This is Papa Bear. This is Baby Bear. And it's all just like a crazy ass Rube Goldberg machine. So, but you can see, like, I've got all these springs up here just barely holding this up. And so this wants to fall off. And so we have an asymmetrical force here. Here's all kinds of asymmetrical forces. Um, this thing here just doesn't even know what to do with itself. And then, I got this Newton's cradle down here, which was fun kind of build because you can see it's like, it's a perpetual Newton's cradle in the wrong direction. Just and again, you can see it's hopping, right? So, let's see, will these guys eventually come together? I mean, it's just not really. I mean, there's so much stuff happening that it's just my computer's not great. Oh, my dog. Hey, Kool-Aid. I can make him the Kool-Aid man. The Kool-Aid. No, it's too red. Good lord. That's gonna scare the children. I don't even know. Is that the right? That's just too red. Yeah. So let's see if we can't make it go a little faster, shall we? Let's put a little bit more weight on this side. And just, we're gonna go doom, doom. Okay, material. Make it slightly heavier on one side than the other. I want the Kool-Aid man to just kind of fall over. Oh, and as you can see, the helium has not affected this at all. At all. And material. Oh, that seems to work better. Shambling mess of crazy. Yeah, let's see if we can't. See if we can't really get it to lean into a bizarre thing. So that's straight up and down. Let's turn that. Add. Okay, so that's going to, but see, it's on the center of mass, so let's see what it does. Whoa. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I think we want these springs to, see if I can't put a spring here. This little spring in its step. There we go. Here we go. There we go. Nice and tight. Let's these balls a little bit heavier. There we go. Much heavier. Oh, there we go. Oh. Oh, look at those. Look at those frequencies. Oh, come on. This is great. Yeah. Oh, catastrophic failure. Goodbye, Kool-Aid man. It was so nice knowing you. Oh, that is sadness right there. That was death, man. Kool-Aid man died. So I guess it wasn't perpetual motion. Fuck. Anyway, he's back. You know what? Let's not do that. Okay, material. Okay. Good. Let's see if we can add a little bit more chaos into this craziness. Let's do. Okay, and let's do. You know what? Let's do it with the chain. No, you know what? Let's give them ears. And material, we want it to go steel. There we go. Transfer a little bit of momentum every once in a while. Looks like he's got an earring. Yeah, I'm on. Yeah, let's go a little bit closer to the ground. Ooh. Ooh, that's cool. Oh, come on. That is stupid awesome. And now let's see if we can't add a little bit more chaos into the soup. Nice. Beam on. Okay. Get to the theater. Oh, Control Z. Appearance. Let's do orange. Yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Are we busted? Oh, it broke. Shit. Shit. Oh. Oh no. This is not good. Not good. Broken leg. Broken leg. Goodbye, Norma Jean. All right. So you get the idea. Um, perpetual motion. It's real, man. It's really real because this thing is never gonna. You can't stop it, and it's not a flaw with this program. It's physics, baby. Freeze. Now watch. Everybody's frozen. Give it time. What's happening? Maybe. Okay. Oh, it's frozen. My programs. Oh no! What happened is the this guy broke again. We have to go back. All right. So okay. So now you can see let's go back to freeze. I'm like, this isn't supposed to stop, but it did. It's not supposed to. Okay, freeze, 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 freeze. Okay, freeze, 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 freeze. Watch, freeze. We're gonna freeze, freeze, freeze. There's still some tension though. We're gonna try to freeze the tension out, but you can't. You can't. You cannot freeze it out. Watch, freeze. Watch, you hit freeze and it doesn't matter because the tension's still. I mean, look. You know, if you hit freeze and this thing's still up in the air, it's still going to come down. This is Noether. Look at that shit. Let's play with this one for a minute. How long have we been going? An hour. Let's see if we can't make this one a little bit better. So let's hit pause and add. See if we can add a big piece on here without screwing everything up. Add. I think you can. Good. Complete. And like, why does that even happen? Like, watch, just bloop, it's broken. Okay, so you can do it without, you can just paste it. Put it into wood and control this and glue together. There we go. Okay, good. All right, pause. And let's go add and delete. Now let's see. Oh, maybe it stopped. So this one has to have the. All right, let's get everything moving again. Okay. Springs. And there we go. Huh. Okay. So somehow we gotta get this to move that. Let's try this. There we go. Okay. And we want to go. This has to just be a little bit. Going the wrong direction. There we go. Okay. Now we want this to be slightly heavier. There we go. Okay. Now let's see if we can't go from here to here, here to here, here. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Good, 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 good. Might just be too heavy. Grounded it too. Oh! 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 What the hell? Oh! Ah, the Kool-Aid man killed it. Utter destruction. That is awesome. Shit. So much for perpetual motion does not work. You're absolutely correct. Ah well, back to the drawing board.